NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here.
I miss you too, Ernie.
And I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here too.
I miss you too, Ernie.
Thank you. Me too. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Sacramento, where the Kings will be going up against the Houston Rockets. Taking a look at the Rockets, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. Getting a little amped up. Opening night of the regular season now upon us. Shaq, what were you looking forward to the most here on opening night?
2 things. Let me get this out the way. Hanging out with you guys. You know I love you guys. I miss you guys. It's been a great summer. And getting back to the greatest game in the world.
Which of those, if you only had one, which of those would be
I would have to say the game would come second.
Oh, man. You're the greatest.
I love you guys.
You are the greatest.
I appreciate that.
I don't even care what you got to say about opening. Well, I do. What are you looking forward to besides hanging out with us?
I was just looking forward to hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
And and seeing the off-season changes. But if I had to choose between the off-season changes and how they pan out and hanging out with you guys, I would take the off-season changes to see how it pans out.
I got your back.
I got your back.
And I wish you weren't back. Here's Kevin Harlan.
I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Battle in the Western Conference, the Sacramento crowd hoping to watch their Kings come out on top. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
Oh, yeah, the guys, they need to lead the way. They spent far too much time on the bench. I mean, they'll be more careful tonight.
Well, it's the first game of the regular season. Chris, talk about what you expect to see this year in the league overall, the feel you think you're going to get.
Well, I think there's going to be 2 sides. It's a copycat league, so you're going to see some teams that are going to try to speed up the play. You're going to see some teams that try to increase three-pointers and decrease their mid-range jumpers. And then reality is set in, and then they'll have to kind of get back to playing regular basketball. And for some teams, it's just straight development. How can you develop your young players and get them along with maybe some veterans who are going to be transitioned out in the middle of the year? So right now for coaches, GMs, presidents, there's a lot of optimism, but there's also a lot of prodding and self-examination to see where they will be a year from now, as opposed to putting all their eggs in this season.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Paul and Harden are the incredible backcourt duo. Kenneth Faried is out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Capella in at center, locking down the middle. Bagley, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Kenneth Faried.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
And the first one at the line is good. Even as the team rebuilds, business booming for the Kings. Chris, ticket sales, sponsorships, you name it.
Well, the fans are doing their part to make this team a winner. You can bet that.
And he can't hit the second. And so Fareed will bring it up for Houston. That's tipped. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Jackson, that's good.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of them. But it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
Harden with it. Out guarded by Hield. Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Paulie stops, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, this is what smart point guards do. Fox is adept at realizing the defense's mistakes and exploiting them.
Deflects the pass. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
Outside Jackson. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Back to Fox. 6 on the shot clock. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You can tell how much confidence Fox possesses. I mean, it's unreal how he nails these tough interior shots.
Paul kicks it to Tucker. Fox against Paul. Pass to Capella. And no good that time. And the Kings going the other way now. Outside Jackson. Dishes it to Hield. Cauley Stein passes to Fox. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Paul for 3. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It can be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Up top, Hield. 5 on the clock. Over Harden. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
My buddy, you can't give Hield these mid-range jays. I mean, often he's going to bury them and make you look foolish.
Passes to Harden. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Harden's got his second bucket tonight.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
Hield can't hit. And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. And there's the pass to Tucker. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Oh, how pretty was that? Used the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
Paul against Fox. He kicks to Hield. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Capella.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
And if James Harden has one signature move, it's got to be his step-back jumper. Something he's worked on for years. And like the sky hook or Nowitzki's fadeaway, it's becoming one of those iconic, unstoppable shots.
Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Capella.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
And Chris, you look at Harden's step back, there's a real different rhythm to it, isn't there?
I mean, he covers a lot of ground with that gather step. I mean, some fans even wonder if it's travel. But I guess it's legal. Tremendous footwork crafted over countless reps in the gym.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Houston shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
One shot, gentlemen.
You got to give the Rockets credit. I mean, other teams may have looked at the Warriors and threw up their hands, but not the Rockets. Houston tried to put pieces around Harden to contend for a title.
Now here's Cauley Stein. 9 points last game out. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Jackson kicks to Fox. Just 5 on the clock to stop the run. Spiked away.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we've seen Harden recruiting players to Houston, Chris, helped attract another star and all those complimentary players.
I mean, he gives assists to the organization. He's a star and a pitchman. I mean, that's what you have to do at this point. Team up and load up if you want to win it all.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Three-pointer heel. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by the Rockets.
Bounce pass from Paul. Gordon outside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Here's Jackson. Knocked loose. Stolen by Tucker. Back to Paul. Fareed finds Paul. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Paul's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Kings trail by 8. Tipped away. Paul with the steal. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Tucker. To the middle. And Fareed with the basket on the assist from Capella. Fareed's got his first basket.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Well, at the start of the summer, many expected a busy market for Capella in free agency. Eventually, though, signing a 4-year deal to remain with the Rockets. I feel like it's a great deal for Houston as Capella gives them the perfect inside presence to complement Harden and Paul.
Some changes for Sacramento. Zach Randolph's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Biel Itza comes in for Bagley. And it's Bogdanovich in for Jackson. Now, here's Fox. He just worked San Antonio in that last game. And taken away by Paul. Makes it off the glass. And now a 12-point Rocket lead.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Heel dishes to Fox. They need this. Poked away. And again, the turnover by the Kings. Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Dave Yeager. David?
Well, Kevin, speed will be on display this evening. He told his players, get out and transition every chance they get and try to turn this into a track meet. We'll see if they can have their running shoes on tonight. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Sacramento making a switch here. Burks is checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Shumpert's checked in.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Here's Bogdanovich. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Bogdan Bogdanovich, Greg, a highly decorated player internationally. Multiple silver medals with the Serbian national team, a EuroLeague champion back in 2017.
Yeah, I mean, he's a talented player, very skilled, and at 6'6" can play either guard spot. Great shooter. I think he's one to watch. Two.
And he knocks down the first one. Chris, there are a lot of players offensively in this league who do certain things, just the nuances that create contact and draw fouls and get themselves to the line, aren't there?
Oh, yeah. When I think of fouls, I think of James Harden. If I was a big man in the league today, I would have nightmares about this guy because he gets to the free throw line almost in upwards of 10 times a game. His Euro step, his way to put his elbow up. He baits you to reach in, and then there's a presence of mind to be so quick that once you put your hand in the cookie jar, it's like your little brother telling you, Iman, and you get in trouble. And that's what he does. He makes sure that the ref sees you getting that contact, you getting the foul. And how about DeMar DeRozan, what he does and being so strong attacking the hole. DeMarcus Cousins inside using his big body in the post. Those come to mind the quickest, using their skill set to draw fouls on other players because there's an art to it.
So it's the Rockets now. Sacramento making their last shot. Rivers can't get it to go.
Hey, look, that's what they want. The ball is in his hands in the post. Just didn't have the touch that time.
Outside Bogdanovich. The shot's good from Randolph. Randolph's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Kings. Rivers with it. 8 points his last outing. Outside Gordon. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for De'Aaron Fox. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 11 points a game last season, 4 assists and 2 rebounds. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the potential, but it's raw. He needs to keep refining that skill set.
And he makes the first.
Look, I mean, think about Bogdanovich's skill level. It's tremendous. He can handle, pass. I mean, as we saw with the Rising Stars game last season, he shoots with deep range.
Green, he's checked in for Houston. And so he hits both. And see, Webb, you talk about the skill level for Bogdanovich. 6'6", he can play some point guard if you need him to.
Oh, yeah, just think about this. Bogdan, a great passer, very unselfish. I mean, maybe too unselfish sometimes as well as he shoots. I'd like to see him be more aggressive, punting the shot.
Kicks to Burks. Pass to Fox. 6 to shoot. Burks against Shumpert. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Shumpert. Fires from 14. No good that time. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Burks the pass to Bogdanovich. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Bogdanovich has got 6 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Rivers scanning the floor. Shoots over Fox. And it's off the back rim. No good. Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against the Suns in Phoenix. And it's Fox with the jam.
Can't forget about Fox's vertical. He could really get up to throw it down.
Rockets leading by 6. Ball's knocked loose. Fox with the steal. Jumps up. And it's Fox with the jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
Here's Rivers. Sacramento making their last shot. Over Fox. They get it back. And it's Capella missing.
That type of defense doesn't always get it done, but it does the job that time.
Burks can't get it to go. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And sometimes all you got to do is lob it Capella's way. Often he takes care of the risk.
Rivers against Fox. Passes it to Randolph. Shoots over Capella, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
I tell you what, Randolph, tough to stop around that bucket.
James Harden getting it done for Houston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And the Rockets came close, but Chris Paul still convinced this team has what it takes to win a title.
I'm in the wrong business if I didn't think we could win a title. I think we still got a lot of ways to go. We got a lot of work to do, but that's the fun thing about it right now, is to know that we're not there.
And his ability to stay positive, Greg, and stay at it, so admirable.
Yeah, and one of the best point guards of all time. You know he's hungry to break through and win a championship.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after 1.
Well, there's not enough defensive pressure on the perimeter. We'll see in the second quarter if that gets corrected.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Houston, they've got Austin Rivers, also Green out there. Iman Shumpert is out there with Clint Capella. From deep, Green. Burks pulls it in. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against Phoenix. It's Bjelica, and the layup is good. Bjelica's got his second basket of the game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Well, you know, I know this. The city of Sacramento supports and they live and die with their Kings. I mean, the team came within a hair's breadth of moving. Let's remember that. And for the fans, pride and relief that they prevailed.
And here is Fox, following the three from Austin Rivers. Here's Randolph, right through the D for the layup. Randolph's got his third basket of the night.
He earns his keep with his physicality and his touch with the basketball. Randolph getting it done.
To the inside and stolen by Bogdanovich. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Fox.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The pass to Rivers. Six to shoot. To the paint, and Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Sacramento making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Randolph. Bagley comes in for Bielitsa, and it's Justin Jackson in for Burks. And then for Houston, Fareed comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Harden in for Shumpert. Rivers against Fox. Floats one up. Fareed scored the basket, his second of two attempts.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Bogdanovich with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Bogdanovich passes to Fox. Here's Bagley. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Kenneth Fareed.
I mean, he's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul him.
The Kings have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
First free throw is good. When you were playing on the road, obviously the fans would yell things and, try to get under your skin. C-Webb, do you remember any instance when it really bothered you and took effect?
Maybe when I would go home and play for the Pistons, I'd see some fan in the green and white, and maybe Steve Smith, my partner, paid him to be there. But, the Michigan State fans, the gold blue or that type of thing. Or in Ohio, it's very funny, in Ohio, if they want to boo, if they want to get the crowd pumped up, all they do is put a big Michigan M up there, and the crowd will go crazy and boo. So Ohio, usually my people in Ohio State and Cleveland, they always, had something to say. No, but it was more like, you suck, Ohio State is the best, Michigan State, you should have come here, that type of stuff. And you kind of look back, give a guy a wink, knock it down a jump shot, and put your fingers to your lips and just say, shh, you don't want to get me upset. Let sleeping dogs lie.
That's great. Here is Harden. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. Overhealed. It's deflected. A pass to Fox. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Fox has got 12 in the game.
It's good seeing Fox work his magic down there, looking unafraid, even though he's not the biggest of guys.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role, providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report. The three from Harden. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter. It hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
And it's Hield off the drive. And Fareed sends it back. Green in the post. Guarded by Jackson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Rockets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw drops for Green. Now Hield. 5 points in the game. He kicks it to Bagley. Trying to find Fox. Gets it to him.
An unselfish guy who enjoys setting his guys up. Bagley has impressive vision for a big fella.
Inside. It's deflected. And here is Fox. 14 points for him. Good ball movement here by the Kings. To the inside. And it's Bagley that time on the assist by Fox. Bagley's got the lead up to 3 now for the Kings. Houston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Hield against Harden. Over Hield. The Rockets with another miss. Kings leading now by 3. Pass to Fox. Over Paul. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Wow, what a sensational quarter from him. And as long as they have this lead, I'd keep going to him again and again and again and again.
Now here's Harden. He's got 8. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
And it's clear that Harden is a high IQ player. I mean, in pick-and-roll sets, you can see it. His decision-making is just extraordinary.
Cauley-Stein kicks to Fox. Over Paul. And the shot is long. Rockets trail by 3. Outside, Green. Rockets 6. Houston needs to get a shot off. The shot's good from Fareed.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Fox passes to Hield. Kicks it to Jackson. And Fox has it in the corner. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Fox has got 18 points in the game.
De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact the game at both ends.
Gordon's checked in for the Rockets. And Tucker kicks to Fareed. Passes it to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Tucker with the ball. Guarded by Fox. A nice shot by Tucker. And De'Aaron Fox made his mark at Kentucky with his terrific on-ball defense. He puts a lot of pressure on.
Yeah, I mean, he picks up 94 feet. And that's really how you set the bar for your team, with how hard you compete at the defensive end.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
Paul against Fox. Paul finds Tucker. Poke loose. Fox with the steal. He lobs it up. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
We know Fox can score, but it's important that he develops his floor awareness and passing.
Harden against Hield. Now, here is Harden. Not a lot of room. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Willie Cauley-Stein.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Now, here's Fox. He's got 18, and he comes up with the deuce.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Paul against Fox. Now here's Paul. He's covered closely. Tucker. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Bagley kicks to Fox. Poke loose. On the wing, Hield. From outside, off the mark. And it's Paul with the ball for the Rockets. The pass to Tucker. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he's having a tough go at it so far this quarter. Not much dropping for him.
Now here's Paul. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Phoenix.
And it was a huge night for him at the other end as well. How about the steals? And he was just a big headache the entire game.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Zach Randolph is checked in for Cauley Stein. Bielitsa comes in for Justin Jackson. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Hield. And it's Burks in for Fox. Rivers passes to Paul. Bogdanovich against Rivers. To the middle. And Fareed throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Coach Dave Yeager never missed the playoffs as head coach in Memphis. Chris, is it tough to go from that kind of success to a team now in rebuild mode?
You bet it is. I mean, it's a different challenge to build something from the ground up. It takes a lot of patience. You have to appreciate the small moments of progress, even when the wins are few.
And here's Rivers after Marvin Bagley getting his shot to go from deep. Offensive rebound. Fareed, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And the turnover again by Sacramento. Houston making some changes. Clint Capella comes in for Kenneth Fareed. And Shumpert in there for Chris Paul. The Rockets trail. Here's Rivers. He has 6. Gordon inside. Bielitsa's there. Now here's Rivers. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. Rivers can't get it to go. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Bogdanovich against Gordon. Bagley with the ball. He's got 11. Here's Burks, and it's denied.
Look, Shumpert hustles for every block that he gets.
He's looking for Rivers and finds him. Good. Rivers has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Burks looking around. Pass to Randolph. Shoots over Capella. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Does a good job just to get the shot off clean. Even if he can't knock it down, the fadeaway is really his only choice there.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Dave, a lot of offense in the first half, but what does the team need to do defensively?
The rim is what we have to protect, which means that they got to keep the ball out of the paint as much as possible.
Thanks for your time, Dave. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 12 points and 1 assist. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, they were consistent from downtown. The playmakers found open shooters, and the shooters delivered and knocked down shots on a high level. In some ways, it came down to confidence. We'll see if they have that same swagger in the second half.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
A nighttime glimpse of the Tower Bridge, one of the landmarks here in Sacramento. Welcome back, everyone, to the capital of California. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Jackson and Bagley hold down the forward spots. Fox is at the point with Hield next to him at the 2. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Dave Yeager. Harden's shot is good.
But Harden's strength is part of what makes him special, able to score through all kinds of contact.
Ball against Fox. Here's Bagley. Kenneth Faried grabs the board. Faried's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A step-back shot here. Offensive rebound. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Shot's good.
And the massive wingspan of Capella, I mean, excels at using it to gobble up misses at a high rate.
And the 6'11" Clint Capella, just a phenomenal athlete. The mobility at that center spot is something really so crucial in today's game where every team is looking to expose big men on the perimeter.
On the free throw, no good. And Capella grew up in Switzerland playing soccer, a striker. Part of why he's so quick on his feet.
I mean, reminiscent of another soccer-playing center in Rockets history, the great Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Capella, you know, he's a long way from that, but anchoring a 60-win team at age 23, that's one heck of a start.
For Sacramento, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Oh, man, such an athletic 7-footer, Willie Cauley Stein. Now, look, he's improving his game. He fits that prototype of a mobile shot blocker who finishes around the rim.
Now, here is Harden. From deep. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Bagley's got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Tucker, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. And Chris, for Cauley Stein, just how good you think he can become?
I think he can become very good. He's got to show more improvement offensively, but that just takes work over the summer.
Now here's Cauley Stein. He's got 5. Now Fox over Paul. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Fox has got the game tied up here for Sacramento. Paul against Fox. Harden surveying the D. And Harden with the stuff.
Ability of Harden to shift gears, exceptional. He can turn on the Jets off the bounce.
For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Fox kicks to Hield. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Cauley Stein. On the wing, Hield. Sacramento moving it around. Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Now here's Jackson, guarded by Tucker. Jackson passes to Fox. Lays it up and banks it in. Fox has got 24.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Houston's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Capella kicks to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, when Chris Paul came to the Rockets, a lot of people questioned if he and James Harden would be able to share the ball. Both known for being ball-dominant guards, I think you'd have to say it's worked out pretty well.
And he makes the first. And I think Chris Paul never comfortable with that ball-dominant label, Greg. He'd never played with another guard who could create, certainly on the level of Harden.
No doubt about it. I mean, Mo P, J.J. Redick, guys who were great shooters, but really more off-the-ball players. Chris needed to be that kind of a playmaker, but with Harden, he has someone just as gifted at creating baskets for himself and others.
I mean, look, with all the hand injuries he's had over the years, I don't know how Paul's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, some of his fingers look like they got 4 knuckles.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Cauley Stein finds Jackson. Bagley with the ball. Fareed's there. 13 feet away. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You can't be missing shots like that in the post. That'll get you a spot on the bench.
Capella, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Kenneth Faried, an outstanding performance with Team USA in 2014. But, Greg, his minutes have gone down in recent seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great rebounder. He's got all the athleticism you need, but he's not a shooter or a big-time defender. In today's game, you need your big man to do at least one of those 2.
That's good from Capella.
The 6'10" center from Switzerland. I mean, Capella, he's become a nightly double-double threat. He's a strong big man.
Green, he's checked in for Kenneth Faried. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Well, Greg, and Willie Cauley-Stein, a live wire 7-footer.
I mean, he's got great foot speed for his size. I just like to see him really become more aggressive offensively and try to improve that skill set. But his mobility is so desirable in today's game.
Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists tonight.
And it's important for Cauley-Stein's confidence that he gets these interior shots to fall. The more he sees the ball go in, the more assured he will feel down the side.
And the dunk by Capella.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
Oh, and when Cauley-Stein is cutting to the hoop after the screen, his teammates are doing their best to get him the rock. He is so good at finishing as the roller after the pick.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 16. He kicks it to Paul. Paul is doubled. Here's Harden. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
Healed against Harden. Outside for Jackson. Top of the key, Bagley. Pass to Fox. 6 on the shot clock. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Outside Jackson. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Bagley. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Tucker. Bagley, no good. And it's Paul with the ball for Houston. To the paint. Here's Tucker. And the powerful one-handed slam.
If you're playing like Chris Paul, you better have your hands ready. If you're open, he'll find you, or you're going to get hit in the head.
Fox dishes to Jackson. Here's Cauley-Stein. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Capella's got rebound number 8 now on the night. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Green's got 5 points so far.
Ooh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Fox with it. Chris Paul covering. Fox kicks to Hield. That's tipped, and he gets it back. Houston leading by 5. Here's Harden on the wing. The shot from 20 feet away. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Hield the pass to Cauley-Stein. That one misses. Good work defensively by Capella. Harden right side. Takes the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
P.J. Tucker C-Webb was an undersized power forward at the University of Texas. He made a pretty effective transition to small forward in the pros.
I mean, the way the game is going now, he's able to slide back to that power forward position as well. The strength to hold his ground. I mean, a good enough shooter to space the floor for his teammates.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
The Kings trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Evolving right before our eyes. When Fox puts it all together, so fun to watch.
Fox against Rivers. Outside jumper. Back to Rivers. Here's the teardrop. Gordon with no one around. And a miss there on the triple. For Sacramento, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
Shumpert finds Capella. Count it. Capella's got 7 points for the quarter.
And it's clear why Capella shoots at such a high percentage. I mean, because he picks good shots to take inside.
Zach Randolph, a paragon of consistency over his career. In his prime, a nightly 20 and 10 guy, and still producing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the Memphis Grizzlies retiring Randolph's number 50 going into last season.
And helped forge an identity for that team and really made them relevant. I mean, he's played on a handful of teams, but I think Memphis was that match made in heaven.
And Zach Randolph drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Rivers dishes to Shumpert. Capella kicks to Shumpert. Over Burks. And that one's good, Shumpert. Shumpert's got 5 now.
Look, the length of Shumpert helps contest these shots, but also his defense positioning.
And here is Fox. 26 points for him. Here's Bielitsa. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. True on the 14-footer. 8 points for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Rivers kicks to Shumpert. Fox with the steal. Down low. Burks' shot is good. Now it's just a 3-point Rocket lead.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovich, I love the display of unselfishness.
Outside Gordon. A baseline J, and Houston again with the bucket.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, when you're at a size disadvantage, sometimes the mid-range is better than inside. You get a little more space. You don't allow the shot blocker to get up on you, and also you can use your handles and your quickness. Tremendous adjustment in there. They're hard to stay focused on the hoop when you got to do that.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going for Fox.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Now, here's Capella. He's got 15.
Gordon.
Now here's Rivers. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Zach Randolph.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Houston, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. First free throw is good. And Austin Rivers out of Duke, an elusive 6'4" combo guard.
I mean, a great handle, and he's found most of his offensive success with this development as a long-range shooter. It's gotten to the point now where you want him to put it on the deck.
Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Rivers hits both of them. The Kings trail by 5. Bogdanovich passes to Randall. Here's Bielitsa. Faried defending. It's tipped. Shumpert with it. 5 points in the game. Gordon finds Fareed. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. And another three for Sacramento.
Oh, wow. Such a willing passer. Bogdanovich doesn't look for his shot. He also wants to get his teammates involved.
Rivers with it. Now guarded by Fox. Launches it. Shumpert, no good.
Playing the revenge card right there. Trying to get those 3 points right back. Didn't work.
The Elite misses.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Now here's Gordon. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Randolph. Randolph's got 6 rebounds in the game. Fox against Rivers. Fox kicks to Randolph. For the tie, Eric Gordon grabs the board. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And it's slammed in by Fareed.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Randolph. Following the basket by... Here's Burks. He can't hit that time. And it's Houston the other way. There's 25 seconds left in the third. Outside Shumpert. Rivers kicks to Gordon. Back to Rivers. Shoots over Fox. And the shot no good, a bit short. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Rockets on top. They lead by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Kings trail by 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Austin Rivers is out there with Gordon. Then there's Kenneth Fareed. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Hits the three-point bomb.
What timing from Hill. Love how he sizes up these opportunities as the pass is coming his way.
Rivers gets to Shumpert. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that way.
Rivers against Fox. Healed outside. Second chance shot. Elitza with the bucket.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
Now here's Rivers. Now Shumpert. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Bielitsa inside. Guarded by Shumpert. Fareed against Randolph. Fox passes to Hield. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Fox. And it's all evened up. Fox has got 28 points for the game.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Rivers. Outside Gordon. Back to Rivers. Oh, Fareed in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Rivers against Fox. Here's Randolph. Again, Sacramento.
More than comfortable operating from mid-range. Easy money for Randolph.
Rivers against Fox. A 3-ball. The shot misses. Good D by Heel. Bogdanovich wide open. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Rockets lead by 2.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line. He's out competing guys.
Now here's Heald. Left side Randolph. Count it, and the foul. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert.
Absolute workhorse. I mean, even when you foul Randolph, he figures out how to work around it.
Well, Chris, Zach Randolph still getting it done.
But look, his game remains effective because it never was based on athleticism to begin with. I coined the term old man game. He's going to be the type of player that can play in rec centers when he gets old because his game never changes. Plus, his toughness, man. He is tough. That's probably his greatest asset.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And what a tremendous career for Zach Randolph. He hit some bumps early on, but he's played with tremendous consistency throughout his time in the league.
Now, here is Harden. Wants to get it to Fareed and does. Good work there as it goes.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
Kings have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. That one falls. Randolph's got 11 in the second half.
Randolph putting together some buckets, scoring on whoever the D throws out.
Rivers against Bogdanovich. Rivers dishes to Harden. Back to Rivers. Launches a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Heald against Harden. Bogdanovich looking around. Shoots over Tucker. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Bogdanovich has got it all tied up now for Sacramento. Rivers kicks to Harden. Good on the triple.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
That's because he's finding his spots. No hesitation. You can sense his confidence.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
They got to start guarding him out to about 28 feet because he's killing them from long range.
Bagley, he's checked in for Sacramento. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Paul comes in for Rivers. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen to Dave Yeager's huddle with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
You got to be careful how you guard Paul. Look, he's adept at drawing contact. I mean, you look at Chris Paul, he didn't play in the last 2 All-Star games, but he's a top 15 player in this league.
First one falls for him. And Chris Paul, all-NBA first or second team just about every single season. And perennial first-team all-defense.
But get this. Only 3 point guards in league history have averaged 18 points, 10 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals for an entire season. Russell Westbrook, he did it once, Isaiah twice, and Chris Paul 5 times.
Second free throw, no good.
2-possession game now, but you always want to make them all in a close game.
It's stolen by Capella. Down low, here's Fareed. Good D by Heel. The Kings trail by 4. Jackson looking it over. Pass to Bogdanovich. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And how about the strength on display there? Even when you whack Bagley, he's outstanding at fighting through it.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one misses. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Rockets. Lob pass to Capella. Stolen by Jackson. Healed outside. Sacramento moving it around. "13 feet away." Misses off the right iron.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy look.
And Tucker kicks to Paul. Knocked loose. Bogdanovich against Paul. Sacramento again missing. Houston in the lead. And here's Harden.
Now he's going to be walking a tight line. I mean, one more foul, and his night is a wrap.
And Tucker kicks to Capella. Fareed the pass to Harden. To the paint.
This has not been his best effort. He's lucky his teammates have been there to bail him out.
Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And looking at that Lakers matchup, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
Bagley with the bucket.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Timeout called the Rockets. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Clint Capella.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Fox, he's checked in for the Kings. Ball against Fox. It's deflected. It's stolen by Bagley. Inside, and finished off by Bagley.
And I tell you what, when Bagley plays with energy, it is difficult trying to stop him. Awesome at just staying on the attack.
Now here's Paul, and they double up Paul. Just 5 on the clock. On the money from 12 feet away. Paul's got it all tied up now for Houston.
I love how Paul adjusts to the situation. Always seems to create just enough space for his shot. Frustrating if you're the man guarding.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. And Capella sends it back. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Rockets on defense, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Houston.
Oh, man. Cauley-Stein is just a workhorse down inside, and because of his efforts, he earns a lot of tough foul calls in the process.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Cauley-Stein.
When you think of Cauley-Stein, the word length comes to mind. A huge target on offense and a tenacious shot blocker and rebounder on the defensive end.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
The 3 from Harden gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the Rockets. The Kings trailing. Here's Fox. Kicks it to Heel. Paul against Fox, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Cauley-Stein in the post. Capella's there. Just 3 to shoot. Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
Sometimes you forget that Cauley-Stein has his shot. I mean, dependable at connecting from the mid-range.
Harden against Hield. The 3. They grab their own miss. And the whistle blows as the basket counts in a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Oh, yeah, that is a huge play. It looked like they had to stop until he came to the rescue. That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
The Kings trail by 3. Knocked loose. The pass to Bagley. Jackson kicks to Fox. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Sacramento. They trail by 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now, here is Harden. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Showing why he wants to take on more responsibility, Kev. I mean, Capella's competitiveness in these big moments, admirable.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Oh, he's tearing them to shreds, and I'm sure the only thing they're talking about in this timeout is what to do about him.
And Sacramento has possession. Fox dishes to Cauley-Stein. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 8th assist in the game. Houston's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. It's Harden with the drive. Yep, it counts.
I mean, and these are the kinds of shots this team expects Harden to hit regularly. I mean, just such a talented offensive player.
Shooting one.
Wrong guy to put on the line in a close game. You know he's not going to miss.
The Kings trail by 4. Healed outside. Jackson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Jackson kicks to Healed. Just 5 to shoot. Yes! And the foul. It goes on Kenneth Faried.
This guy is a gamer. Heald's eyes light up when he gets the chance to take these shots.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Heald.
Everybody knows he's a talented guard. He's a deadly scorer. He can get hot in a hurry.
Paul against Fox. Now here's Paul. He's tightly guarded. Again, the Rockets score.
I mean, this is why you put the ball in Paul's hands. He's not going to back down.
The Kings trail by 3.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. He's perfect from the line this time. Now, here is Harden. .121 left in the fourth quarter. Fox against Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Over Fox. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
He gets some extra attention from the D on that trick, and he throws the shot off.
Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
And Cauley-Stein's teammates want him to take these shots. I mean, because they believe in his shooting ability.
To the right side. Ball, no one around him. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Look, they cannot leave him open like that. But he got away with one there.
There's Hield. Here's Bagley. Good.
The guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're down by 3. 44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Capella. Here's Harden. It's good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
It's winning time. Harden knows his job description.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Tucker with the ball. Jackson on him. Good!
Timeout.
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
Timeout called by the Kings. They trail by 1. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. .23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hield against Harden. Hield finds Jackson. Back to Hield. Releases. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much with Kenneth Faried. What was the key tonight?
Just keep attacking and keep playing strong. And, my teammates believe in me. just re-lock in and get focused and play my game.
Great team win tonight, Kenneth. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.